Hi there! Today we have such an uncommon episode. I presented our packs of hand-built assembly of Wagon 6x6. Unfortunately, it comes that people are afraid of visiting our country, that's why we aim at the worldwide distribution of the packs. Let's start with the body. Here we have got the back of the body. That is actually the most valuable detail. So what the main parts of it? The tailgate opens by pulling down. The handle is original 6x6, so are the hinges, the locks, the bolts and the door check holding the door. All is great. And the bottom we have got a metallic subframe holding the frame, with the fasteners and sockets for the cushions. Everything is primed and covered with a Raptor. No further complementation were needed. The interior board and service is also available, but the thing is on eye of beholder. Our task is to tailor the paint for one's liking, to board and deliver product. Hence the body is totally primed and painted. Everything is done in a worthy and quality manner. Only thing is that the color coating has been done in a box, that's why the remainder of dust may be observed. But it's not a problem if you're going to recolor it to your taste to get the wagon of your dream. Let's move on. Here we have got two more important pieces, the back wall and the body sides of G-Wagon. Everything is also primed and colored. The pack also includes glasses. Here we see the reinforcement, the bolts and the special retainer and join the back body. The interior reinforcement is also welded in. That means the retainer should be enclosed and welded in the bottom. And at the top, as it may be shown in an episode, provided on a special request. In other words, I will tell you how to weld it in the pillar. This reinforcement is designed for the spare tire. That is, you have to weld the pin in and join the spare. But this is necessary after the bolt is fixed, as far you need to calculate the height of the bolt, for the spare to be attached in a proper way and not to dangle. At the bottom we also have a special reinforcement, in a place of enclosure of the back body. There is also a special attachable retainer like I have already shown. What else? This glass is also comprised in the pack. You may have it both tinted and untinted, according to your request. As you might see, the same is with the interior sides. Everything is also primed and painted. Through welding might damage the body of the car, especially in this place. But the reinforcement is located behind it, hence you will apply welding to the reinforcement, not to the exterior body. And there is a sealer is already applied, like in the original version. Through it is as yet you apply it in a careless way. The next pieces I will show you are the overtakes. Here we have the back ones for the Wagon 6x6 made of glass reinforcement plastic. They may be black, grey, white, whatever. Still, they are to be painted, and again it's up to you to choose whether the paint is dull or any other color. They are hooded, identical to the original ones. Thus, if you compare them, the single difference may vary in millimeters. They are dense and thick. If you press them, you can feel they are quite flexible. The carbon fabrics is also alternative material. However, the price is many times higher, as the material itself is expensive enough. You may have the fenders painted and delivered. But in my humble opinion, such works should be carried in your place. Now let's talk about the roof spoilers, created over the windshields. You have probably noticed there are roof spoilers produced in China which can be easily fixed, but they look ridiculously. They are high attached and it looks funny, like a person wears a hat in an uncommon way, you know. But these ones are from the original version. They come a bit over the windshields and they are slightly hooked, unlike the Chinese version, which is more straight. If you find it necessary, we'll send you pictures to compare and see what is of a real quality. We use a glass reinforcement plastic. The cheaper variant, but still dense, are not easily bent. They may be either complete with the LED nodes or not. Also, they can be made of carbon fabrics of any picked pattern. You may choose an ordinary plating from 400 up to 600 density, or Mansory style, which I find very sophisticated. I usually call it Granny's sweater. Here we have our carbon, Mansory style. 0.8mm over fenders. I like it much. First the clients want to have the original ones. But when they come to see the carbon pieces, they are totally excited and ordered those ones. We have enough skills to make them smooth and glossy. You only have to contact me and to make the order to your taste. Also, we offer you a wide spectrum of tuning pieces for the 463 G-Wagon. One more important detail we offer is the roll bar, the production of which is quite a time-consuming matter. We offer you a stainless steel metal 2.0. It's securely fixed to the reinforcement, preventing it from being easily detached in the case of a car accident. It is a roughly elaborated piece of a high quality, made of a tough metal, completely polished. That's what I show you now is, as you might see, a high polished roll bar, not just an inadequate home-built stuff. Also, you may have it black matte, but it's up to your choice. The next G-Wagon details I'm going to show you are the portal axles. Those are the most wonderful about our project. As far as if you involve the original ones, you won't get an on-Cephix 6x6. I have got a special pointing device to show you what else is included to the pack. This is a rod pack consisting of a tie rod, the knuckle rod, then goes the back cardan joint, what is between the intermediate and the back axles. Nothing of those needs being cut, just washed and painted. Reduction gear transferring the rotation from the intermediate axles to the rear one. 3 sleeves, the onboard gearbox, they are not rebuilt. All the axles we offer come from Volvo. They are off-road pieces as we don't deal with the time-worn details. You know, it's expensive enough to provide maintenance for the metal details. All the interior details are in perfect condition, as the mileage varies from 10,000 to 15,000. Definitely everything may happen, but on the whole there are no problems with them. It's clear that the rubber spaces are time from time to be replaced, but on the whole you'll take the maintenance back, and during several years you don't even think about the axles. There will probably be a necessity to replace the axle boots, as they can be either damaged. Fill it with the water or oil from the sleeve. Only that has been a problem. That's it. Nowadays it's a kind of a new trend to take new details, but it's not obligatory. Those axles have a problem with late block as far as theoretically. There should be a differential between the intermediate and the back axle. If there is none, at the sharp turn, There can be a great load on the cardan joints. Gearbox, everything. Those factory-built axles have the proper force satellite and closed differential seats next to impossible to tear them down. And all this is of a factory origin, nothing can be added. One can often hear that Volvo Laplander axles provide a slow speed, being enabled to speed up. Well, whatever they say, it's kind of truth, because it itself is a small 6-wheel truck. The gear ratio of the free-axle car equals to 7.6 or 7.1. Through even such index will provide the Wagon a speed up to 130-160 km per hour. The only thing is that the engine evolution is kept at high speed. But now there are a lot of tuning houses dealing with the leading parts, comprising the total gear ratio of 5.0, 5.15, 5.1, 5.9. Be sure that the diversity of the pairs varies greatly. They are placed in a gearbox of total 2.6 to get high quality and high speed axles. It is clear that they do not appreciate the high speed too much, but they will get their 116 km per hour. The original G-Wagon runs up to 116 km per hour. The highest speed cannot be reached, what is restricted by the electronics. So with these axles, getting the required speed is not a problem. Also, you may order a rear frame with all the fasteners. The only thing you should specify is either you have Laplander portal axles or original ones. In the latter case, your G-Wagon will not remind the V6 version, as there is an insignificant difference between the rear axle fasteners. You won't have to cut the car in the middle, in order to separate the two axles for 30 cm, ensure the corresponding over fenders, which means to provide some space between the back door and the wheel arch. All the details are already foreseen in our frame, as you might see. It seems you have got a question: how to deliver it to another country. If you order some car details, they will be carefully packed. We provide a thick timber safety plywood sheeted cage. The cage is stuffed with the tight foam plastic, for example, between the body and the cage wall in order not damage the product. We have probably sent different car packs for many times, and everything has been delivered in a good order and condition. True, there is also a slight probability to damage something. I have already shown what you may order. Moreover, you can buy wheel discs, tires and many other details we have seen in our previous episodes. Each item we ordered by ourselves without any intermediate, so the price of the product matches its quality. If you want a free buy, you have come to the wrong place, because it took us a lot of time and great pains to sell the ready-to-use products. Do not hesitate to contact me to order our products. Bye guys.